Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Subnautica on the PS4. So, been a little busy since the last episode, and also we've had an update since I last recorded as well. So the update for the PS4 has improved world streaming, fixed a gameplay crash, fixed a sea moth/moonpool docking issue, fixed objects falling through the ground, restored missing alien base pieces, actions now occur on button down, optimised base power system, and improved prop cannon physics. Now, I have seen some of these in action. I've also come across a very strange thing as well. As I was making my way back here, and that was actually really easy, because our base is located almost, not quite, but almost directly below the floating island. I literally left the gun emplacement, went into the caves, teleported to the floating island, and then swam straight down to the base. This thing was flooded. It had taken some hefty damage in this particular moonpool, and I think basically the sea treaders had respawned at the start there and come across and bashed into this on the way. So when I came, there were holes in this room only, all around the walls, and on top of that, the whole base was underwater. Now, I fixed that up really quickly, no problem at all, but it took an eternity. It took about 5 minutes for the thing to actually drain, so I'm not quite sure why it took so long for all the water to drain out. I had to hide in the sea moth basically until the water had finished draining to a point where I could actually breathe in here, but got that sorted. I've also gone out and collected a load of extra gold on the sea treader path, because I have made a whole load of ion power cells. So I've got 2 on me in here, as you can see, and the other 6 that I've crafted are in the storage bay of the sea moth. We're going to be using that to sort of pookle around and gather some resources, and then take all those power cells back to the gun tower, which is where we're going to need those 8 power cells, 2 for the prawn suit and 6 for the Cyclops. So we'll have much larger power sources for those if we need them. It's going to be helpful, I have no doubt of that whatsoever. I've also crafted some charge fins for my diver as well. So I've taken the remaining ion batteries that I had in my equipment, so the torch, the scanner, and the repair tool, I think it was, and used those again as part of the ion power cell crafting process, and replaced them with standard batteries, and we now have the swim charge fins. So whenever we're out and we're using those tools, they're never going to effectively run down, or if they are going to run down, they'll charge back up as soon as we stop using them, which shouldn't take too long. So it seemed a bit pointless to waste ion batteries in those devices, seeing as we had the ability to do that now. We do need to go and grab some resources. If I find what I'm looking for, I've gone the wrong way. Let's have a look. There we go. So we need these items for the hatching enzymes. So ice stalk seeds, these are usually found in quite a few different biomes and at a reasonable depth. Sea crown, we know that sea crown is in the enclosure. Fungal sample, I'm not sure where that is, but I have a feeling it might possibly be in the mushroom forest, because we haven't really spent that much time there. Ghostweed, I'm not sure if that's in a lot of places, but I do know that it's definitely in the Lost River, because I've seen it in there. And the bulb bush sample, we should be able to get. There is a small area which just has bulb bushes all over the floor, so we're going to go and see if we can find that area. I think that's near the wrecked ship, possibly near the mushroom forest as well. So let's jump in and let's head on over to those areas so we can find the materials that we need for the enzymes. Now, I don't know if we're going to need to craft 5 sets of enzymes, because we only have, well, we have 5 eggs to hatch. I don't know if 1 set of enzymes will do the job. That'll be an interesting thing to see. So we're going to craft 1 batch, and hopefully that'll be enough. And if it's not, well, what I'll do is I'll probably create a grow bed. There you can see there's the Lost Island, look, or the floating island, and we do have some issues with stuff not spawning in properly still, as you can see. It takes a little while, but I have noticed that there has been, in places, a performance upgrade. Not everywhere. It is still a bit laggy in a couple of places. Other places do seem to have improved a little bit, so still some work to do update-wise for the game, but it seems to be running a bit better than it was before. But yeah, as I was saying, if we do need more than one set of enzymes, then what I'll do is I'll craft an exterior grow bed down in that chamber, and then we'll just start putting a load of material in there so that we can, repeatedly grow enzymes if we need to. I hope we'll only need one set of enzymes, but we might possibly need 5 sets because there are 5 eggs. So, like I said, it'll be interesting to see if that is the case. As you can see, there is the sub with the prawn suit docked there as well. You can kind of see them overlaying each other. It looks like our sub's got a pair of legs and arms in a way. And obviously the writing is overlapped with each other as well. Now the mushroom forest, I think it's actually split into 2 areas, but there is an area sort of over here towards the ship, sort of in between the base and the pod, and I think that's where the bulb zone is, so that's where we're headed first. We're going to see if we can get the bulb spore from there, or the bulb piece. We should hopefully be able to get some ice stalk down there as well. Maybe even an extra piece of our ingredients will be down there as well. As I say, we'll have a look in the mushroom forest, see if we can find that fungal spore, because I haven't really explored the mushroom forest hardly at all, really, so it wouldn't be at all surprising to me if it's actually in there, where we haven't really looked around, because I don't remember seeing it anywhere else, so it must be in there. That's the way I'm thinking. Of course, it's probably somewhere else. It's probably somewhere really easy to find, and we don't need to worry about the crown sample because, as I say, we have seen that in the enclosure, and I know where ghostweed is. So if we don't come across any ghostweed, I know that we can definitely find that in the Lost River because that's where I scanned it. So if we sort of drift our way down, start looking for that part of the mushroom forest. Let's see, where are we in relation to the ship? Okay, so that's the murky zone, so kind of alongside the ship right now. There's pod 4. So I think here we are now, kind of on the border of, yeah, here we are, here's the mushroom forest. So let's start having a look down here. Let's see if we can see fungal stuff, fungal spores. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. These kind of barnacle-y things. Tree leeches. Okay, so that's not what we need. But we'll scan it just so we know what it is. Oh, I think I just saw something else flash for a second then as well, as we kind of made our way back this way. Tree mushrooms. It's not going to be tree mushroom, is it? Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, that was easy. I thought I was looking for something small. We'll take a couple just in case, because they're pretty small, aren't they? And we know we can come back here for more if we need to. So let's see if we can find the bulb zone from here. It should be around here somewhere. I'll kind of stick to the edge of the mushroom forest and hopefully we'll come across it. Ah, there we go. There's a bulb there, look. Straight away. I do know that there's also a Reaper somewhere in this area, so I want to be very wary of that. We've got a wreck over there too. There we go, there's our bulb bush sample. So we need ice stalk and ghostweed. Let's have a look around, see if we can find some ice stalk around here. If we can't, there are other locations where we can find it. That's a big old bush. there, isn't it? That big bulb bush there. Got a bit of a active thermal vent there. Bone shark is what I can hear. Oh, we've got a pod down here. Have we seen this pod before? Pod 12. I'm not sure if we've actually been in this pod. Let's have a quick check. Nothing has popped, so I'm guessing we have been in this pod before. Okay. Well, at least we have rediscovered pod 12. Let's keep looking for eye stalk. Probably not a smart idea bringing this in here, but I've never been accused of over-intelligence with this playlist. It keeps getting down, doesn't it? Alright, it's getting quite warm in here by the look of it as well. We found a secret entrance to an underwater thermal area. Maybe we found another sanctuary. I tell you what, I'm glad I've actually brought this down here, because I would get lost coming down here without this and probably drown. Let's make our way back out, because I think we've gone as far as we can depth-wise. Just a nice little cave system there. Let's see if we can find our way out of here. Which I'm not 100% certain I can do, actually. This could be bad. This could be bad. I could be stuck. I could be lost. Right, brain coral. I remember seeing brain coral, so I think, yeah, that way should take us back out. Let's have a quick look down here first. See if this opens up anywhere. Oh, there's some eye stalk, look. Excellent stuff. Okay, so I've got some eye stalk. It does look like it opens up into a bigger area down here, doesn't it? Maybe that's just me. Maybe not. Alright, let's see if we can find a way out now. Oops. Let's go this way. And nothing this way. Okay. So we're kind of stuck down here at the moment, and by now we would probably run out of air, and I would be panicking, going, oh, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. So bringing the sea moth down here, probably not such a bad idea after all. Some uranite on the wall there. Here's a slightly raised bit. Should probably use sonar, actually. See if that can help me navigate my way through here. It's getting really quite tight around here. I do have a repair tool, which I am going to have to use. That was definitely not the right way. Yeah, we're a bit lost now. We're a bit stuck. We've already found 3 of the 5 items we need. But we've got a bit stuck in the process. I've got to figure out how to get out of here now. I guess we have to go back down again. So we can find an exit somewhere. Follow it around. Is that a cave grub? I think... did I ever scan the cave grubs? No, I didn't. Rock grubs. There we go. Let's scan those. Just to add them to the database. I saw an aye fish down here as well. Aye, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? This way, by the look of it. I hope we're not down there too much longer, because we could run out of supplies. That would be just as bad. Okay, this is starting to look a little bit more familiar, this chamber here. Let's see if we can go up this way. Hang on a minute, weren't we in here a moment ago and declared this as a non-viable route? I think we were. I think we've just gone around in a circle again. No, I am well and truly lost. I'm kind of trapped down here now, which is really not good. Pretty sure that's the area we've just come out of. Yeah, it is. I wish I had some flares with me. I took all my flares out of here. I probably should have brought them with me so I could create a pathway of areas that we've already checked. So there's that. Alright, let's head this way. Oops. Really is a rabbit's warren down here. All these tiny little chambers and tunnels. We would definitely be dead by now, but at least we wouldn't be stuck in here anymore. Although we probably would have lost at least some of the samples, if not all of them. I'll have to start thinking about getting this thing repaired in a minute, if I keep bashing it around like this. He says, bashing it around a bit more. Let's give it a quick fix. This could be promising. I think we've been this way before as well. I think I remember getting stuck up here. I am well and truly lost. There's a way down there, but we don't want to go down. We want to go up, if we can. Oh, oh, is that an open... Ah, we made our way out. We made our way out. Phew. I was panicking for a moment there. Right, let's see. Ghostweed. Do I remember seeing ghostweed at the facility? I don't think I do. So we might have to take a separate trip to the Lost River. But for now, we'll head back to the ship, to the Cyclops and the prawn suit. We can transfer those power cells, we can transfer the samples that we have got already. And then make our way into the Lost River. In fact, I might go down in this, thinking about it. That might be something to do. Just wondering if that's better than going in the prawn suit. This will be faster and more nimble. but the prawn suit will allow us to use those teleport gates, and there is one gate that goes directly to the Lost River, so yeah, we might end up using the prawn suit, using the teleporters. In fact, yeah, I think we will do that. So there is our moon pool. Everything docked in there quite nicely. We're on the wrong side of it at the moment. There we go. I'm just going to drop this down to the floor. Out of the way. Let's grab those power cells.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
And you remember I had the water level right up to my eyes. There it is. I actually decided to drop down a little bit, and it seems to have just improved the frame rate a little bit as well. It was still a little bit jerky and laggy up there without that. So let's switch out these power cells. We don't need these anymore, really, I suppose, but we could always have them as standby cells. Of course, they'd need to be charged, because we did end up with about 10% power by the time we got here, and we don't have a thermal charging vent over here anymore, so yeah, we'll have to think about that. And these things are going to take an eternity to charge at 1,000 power. We also need to change these power cells, and again you can see a little bit of lag there. Can I do it here perhaps, or do I actually have to get the suit out? I think I might have to get the suit out. I don't think I can change them from in here. Yeah, I can't. Okay, so let's drop the suit down. Make sure we're not landing on the Seamoth. And let's switch the power cells over. Oops. I took that one out by mistake, and that's the upgrades. Ion power, there we go. And we'll stick 2 of these fully charged cells. I can find 2 of these fully charged cells, there we go, in there as emergency power if we need it. So let's throw these samples in there out of the way. Just gonna quickly sort out my food and water levels and drop off the other unnecessary stuff. Let's find some locker space. I'll drop these upstairs actually. There we go. Everything else is good. You can see I brought my Sea Glide and Stasis rifle with me. Just I feel we might well need those. And what else do I need? Food and water. So let's grab a couple of fish, because I'm not sure how long we'll be down there. Let's grab, let's see, we've got 1 bottle of water. Let's grab an extra 3. And we'll do the melon trick. There we go. Same again over here. Eat 3, break 1, and replant the 1 as 4. There we go. Fully stocked up on food, water, nice and healthy. Let's make our way over to the teleporters. It's not too far having this here as well to come back to actually craft the enzymes. So this will bring us into the Sea Empress, or Sea Emperor enclosure. And this is where we can find the crown. I don't remember seeing any ghostweed in here. But as I say, there is... there is ghostweed in the Lost River, and that's where we're going to take the prawn suit to go and find that. I think we could probably find eye stalk in there as well, but definitely ghostweed. That stuff's all over the place in there, specifically around where the ghost leviathans tend to spawn. Go figure. I do like these teleport gates, but I do feel that the animation for the teleporting does take just a little bit too long. There we go. Yeah, that's the up platform in front of us, isn't it? I think. Try and use that to pull us out of the water. Doesn't seem to want to work. Okay, we've made a bit of a mess of that. Let's try again. Recharge the jump jets. There we go. Oh, no, we didn't make it out. Ah, dear, dear, dear. Didn't have this trouble last time I tried this. Making a bit of a meal of it this time. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Get the momentum to launch us out of the water. So, off to the Ghost River. Really doesn't like us jumping very high in here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, you're kidding. You've got to be kidding me. It's reset the... Ah, and there's no tablet control in here either, so we're trapped in here now. That is... that is so stupid and ridiculous. God damn it. Can't believe it's done that to me. Again. There are times when this game is maddeningly frustrated. Well, we may as well get the crown sample while we're down here. And then we're going to have to make our way over to the Lost River. So we'll take the Sea Glide for that, because the Sea Moth, it'll just be faster than stomping around in this thing. So we want one of these caves down here, I think. We should find the crown down here somewhere. Oh no, this isn't one of the caves. I need to find one of the cables. There we go, over there. So down here we'll definitely find some crown. Oh, there's ghostweed here as well. Is that ghostweed? Oh, that's the sea crown, isn't it? Okay. Let's have a quick look, see if we can find... No, we can't. And we're getting stuck down here now as well. This is just going to be the theme of today's episode, getting stuck. Getting wedged in tight spaces. Right. So there's the teleport gate. We want to go that way. We'll go fix up the sea moth. And we'll whiz our way over to the Lost River. There is an entrance point to the Lost River. It's a bit of a long one, but it's one of the back entrances for the Cyclops. It's quite close to the gun tower, so it's not going to be too far a journey. And hopefully we can get there and back again in not too long a time so that we can actually craft some enzymes and see if we need more than one set. And this is where I feel that this animation drags on too long. It could be half as long and still be impressive enough to give that kind of that teleporting feel, but it goes on too long, I think. You start to wonder whether your game has crashed. Right. Still okay for food and water. You can still see it's a bit jerky and laggy in here. And having played a lot of Genesis Alpha 1 over the last few days, and that thing is buttery smooth, it really does become even more noticeable when you come back to this. Just how jerky the frame rate can be at times.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right, so where is my beacon? There it is. The Lost River back entrance. Got to be careful I don't get noticed by a reaper that tends to frequent these waters. Hopefully we'll be alright. I don't think we'll be able to outrun him. I can hear him. He's out there. See if we can pick him up on sonar. I thought that was him for a second. There's a school of fish. Oh, that would have been that would have been one of those squeaky bum moments then. Turn around and he's right in front of us. Gotta be careful, I really don't want to bash this thing up too much, considering it potentially could come in for a bit of punishment in a moment. Some bone sharks. Is this part of the way in? I don't remember if it is. It might be. Oh yeah, here we go. So let's start heading down towards the ground, start looking for ghost weed. In fact, there might be some just there actually. That might have saved us a long trip. Yes, there we go, ghost weed. Thought I'd have to go further in than that. Excellent stuff. So, we have everything we need to make the enzymes. Let's scoot our way back to the gun tower. A few of the not quite so friendly and cuddly bone sharks knocking around here. And a few of our electric eel friends as well. And we still have that Reaper to worry about on the way back as well. Let's just re-engage the sonar. See if we just see a Reaper-shaped object in front of us on the way back. So far, so good. I'm not hearing him either, which is a good thing. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Famous last words, of course, but I think we're going to make it. It's one of those things you never say in the horror movies. It's akin to hearing a strange noise going, hello, is there anybody there? Right, we need to retrieve the other samples from the back of the prawn suit, and then we can craft our enzymes. So, into the storage box, I want that, and one of those. And there we go, that is the 5 components that we need to craft an enzyme. Or it should be. Advanced materials, hatching enzymes, there we go. Excellent stuff. So, back down the enclosure we go. Can't believe that force field reactivated behind us. I should have seen that coming, really. But it does mean if we want to use that as a teleport hub, then we're going to have to go into it from a different way. And that, I think, would be an acceptable length for a teleport, but no, we're still going. And still going. And still going. This is what I mean, it takes too long. It's a great animation, but it just takes way too long to teleport. Only, what, maybe 1,000 meters at most. I think it's the longest teleport distance, maybe a couple of thousand meters. It's not exactly what you call instant, is it? And we're still going. There we go. Finally, we make it through. Yeah, 30-second or so animation there, way too long. Only needs to be 5 or 10 seconds at most. So, we have our hatching enzymes. Let's... Where's the terminal? Ah, there it is. Is this it? No, that's an... Oh, have I got to power this up? I haven't got an ion cube with me, have I? So this has turned itself off again as well. I've got to... And I can't go back up there to get an ion cube because I can't get through the barrier. Ah, this is just turning into a bit of a palaver. This is ridiculous. Right, back through the the never-ending teleport again. Let's go grab an ion cube. We should still have some on board the submarine. I hope we've got some on board. I used most of the ones I had in stock back at the base to make all those power cells. But I should still have some on board the sub. So we'll go back aboard, grab a couple of those. I'll make sure I always keep one in the back of the prawn now, just in case. And we'll reboot the power. That seems so much faster than the last time. So yeah, we'll reboot the power. I can hear that Reaper snarling in the distance there. And then hopefully we'll be able to then add the enzymes and finally start to hatch these Sea Emperor eggs. I've got one cube here. Surely I've got more. Please tell me I've got more. I've got lockers here. Did I have them in here as well? No. Yes, I've got an extra couple. So let's stick an extra one there so we can stick that in the back of the prawn. So that we always have one in there just in case we need it. And off we go again. Back to the hatching chamber. So, as I said, I don't know if I'm going to need 5 sets of enzymes, one for each egg, or if just one enzyme will do. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that one set will do, but if we do need more, then I will go off and I will gather all the ingredients needed for the extra 4 sets off camera, and then we'll come back at the start of a fresh episode with the remaining enzymes to hatch the remaining eggs, and then we'll see where the story takes us from there. We're getting pretty close. There may possibly be a waiting period for those eggs to start, or the hatchlings to start spreading their enzymes everywhere and initiating a cure. Hopefully it won't be too long, and we do still need to build the Neptune rocket as well, don't forget. So we're not done yet. There's still a little bit more to do at the very least. There we go. Hatching chamber online. Oh, they're all hatching. Now with these we can scan. Mummy is non-existent. We can't scan her. We can swim straight through her, but the juveniles we can scan. And I'm not going to read yet because I want to see how these things interact with their mother. They're all kind of swimming up. Oh, they're following me. Are they? Swim over to Mummy Dearest and see what happens. There we go. That's what I was wanting to see. Is she going to talk to us now that we've hatched them? Are they going to make their own way to the gate, or are they waiting for us to lead them through? Are we going to have to defend them? Oh, she's moving again.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seeds to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell.
Looks like she's about to die then. Her job is done. She's hatched her young. And her job is... she has no purpose left to fulfill. So... I'm a bit sad. Gee, let me do a self-scan while we're in here. We're still infected. We still have a cure to actually research, by the sound of it. Let's watch these guys go through the gate. What is that? Concentrated enzyme 42. It's goopy. It almost looks like we got Mickey Clown hands. But there we go. I think we've just absorbed the enzyme. Maybe we're cured. Oh, there we go. I just got the optimal health trophy, so I think we must be cured. We can't scan concentrated enzyme 42, but we can scan ourselves.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
Well, how do you like that? We have cured ourselves. Thanks to concentrated enzyme 42. Sounds like some weird health ingredient, doesn't it? I suppose in a way it is. There's some more up there, look. So we're going to see concentrated enzyme 42 just floating around in the sea, I think. There was some more as I entered the gate there. It's almost like sea treader poop. We'll just see that pop out in random places. I think we'll be the same with the concentrated enzyme. So now that we're cured, we can go and turn off the defense laser. That's going to be our next step, I would imagine, making sure that that's switched off, and then going about trying to build ourselves an escape rocket, the Neptune rocket. Well, there we go, look. Yeah, just tons and tons of that enzyme already just floating around all over the place. Well, not tons and tons, but you get the idea. Yeah, I can see quite a few bits in very short... well, actually, no, I'm seeing a lot of it now. It's moving forward, I'm seeing a lot of that stuff. They literally just burping it out, look. It's baby sick. That's the cure for the most devastating virus in the world is baby vomit. Lovely. Dear, oh dear. Right. Back on board we go. Just drop this off. Make sure we are fed and watered. Looks like we've been nudged up slightly from crashing into into our sea moth. Sorry, crashing our prawn into the bottom of the Cyclops. It's pushed us up in the water level a little bit. Not going to do any problems. Just we get that weird kind of visual again. Food and water. Hopefully our water level won't go down quite so quickly now as well, now that we're not so sick. Or not sick at all. So let's see, which side do I want to be on to get out of here? I think it's the other side. Yeah, it's the other side. Oh, no, wait. No, we want to go out the back, don't we? That side over there takes us out of the island. This side over here, this doorway over here, will take us further in to the platform, to the control panel, where we can deactivate the laser. And you can see it's a little bit smoother in here now, performance-wise, but it does still stutter and judder every now and again. So the patch has improved a little bit, the performance. There's no really horrible lag spikes that we were getting before, but it's still not perfect. Still does need a little bit more optimizing. There you can see a little bit of a stutter just there, but the actual running performance feels a lot smoother. Another one of those little stutters. And here is the ability to turn it off, I believe. Let's get stabbed in the hand again. Or the wrist, I suppose. Or forearm. I think we turned it off. Oh, actually, I wonder if that's lowered the shields in those containment areas. I need my torch. Tell you what, without that green glow everywhere, this place does half look different. No, the containment fields are still there. I was wondering if we could maybe get the Doomsday device and the alien rifle, but apparently not. So, yeah, never mind. Right, let's see. We need to build a Neptune rocket to escape the planet. Let's make our way, oops, clumsily back down here. Jumping off a barrier. Let's check out what we are going to need. For the escape rocket. So first off, we need to build the launch platform. So we need 4 lead, 2 titanium ingots, and a computer chip. Now, most of those materials, well, some of those materials we've got here on the ship. I don't know if I've got enough to make a computer chip as well. We can always head back to our original base if necessary. Let's take a look and see what we've got. I've got plenty of titanium, so crafting an ingot's no problem at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 ingot. That's 5. That's 10. I'm seeing table coral. We're going to need that for a computer chip. Going to need gold. More titanium. Oops. Growly stomach. I'm going to need silver as well, I think, possibly. I've got a wiring kit. That's not what I need, though. It's a computer chip, isn't it? Okay. Copper wire. Now, I don't know if I have any copper wire here. I've got a ton of copper back at the other base, and that's probably where I'm going to build the launch platform from anyway. Yeah, okay. So, what we'll do then is we will take the sub back over to our base that we built by the Sea Treader path, and we will start construction of the Neptune launch platform and rocket at the beginning of the next episode. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Subnautica here on the PS4 very soon.